Good evening, or should I say, good early morning, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. For those who tune in on YouTube, Facebook, for those who tune in on Restream, and for those who tune into my short TikToks under APCS 895. How's everybody doing this early morning? I hope everybody's doing great. I'm running a little bit late today, and it's all dealing with me. Uh, had an appointment over the phone, doctor's appointment over the phone, and then I guess this weather, it just I've been getting a lot of rest for some reason this week. Sometimes you have to listen to your body. You know what your body's telling you. So rest it is that my body wanted, and that's what I gave it. Gave it some rest, which I didn't even get to do some of the workouts that I normally do. So I'm just here doing the late night live feed. We could have gone live at 11, but like I said, I've been getting a lot of rest. Uh, how's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing great. Seems like I'm trying to a cold is trying to catch up to me. That's how I feel like, but this weather is just crazy as it changes back and forth. Doesn't want to make up its mind, but it's going to be like this for a while. It normally is around this time frame. Let me say hi to everybody through the chat. If anybody's tuning in, there's a hello. I'm waiting for cousin Jesse to jump on. While Lee comes and joins, I'm gonna share theirs to the live feeds that I normally share to real quick, brothers and sisters. I'm thinking about doing an hour and a half live, 2 hours, I don't know, or maybe an hour. Uh, I know it's a little bit late, but for the night owls, there's a lot of you that like staying up late at night. Here you go. Here's cousin Jesse. How you doing, cousin?
Going on, cousin?
Nothing much, cousin. Just here. Thinking about doing like an hour, hour and a half, possibly two, live tonight. It's because of me that we're running late.
Welcome, no BS for me, please. Hey, Primo. Yeah, you remember this food?
Who's that?
That's me and Joe.
Oh man, long time ago.
Long, long time ago. Remember this food?
Oh yeah,
He had hair.
I'm sharing it out, cousin.
How was your Friday night? No BS for me. I had me a couple of little drinks while I was watching wrestling, but I'm sober now. What's up, little brother? How you doing?
Okay, who we got? I'm back. Yeah, I was telling the viewers that I've been just getting a lot of rest. My body's telling me to get a lot of rest, so I've been doing that. I haven't been doing nothing extraneous. The workouts that I normally do Monday through Friday. I think I did like 2 workouts this week, and most of the other days has just been resting. I just go with what my body's telling me to do. Hopefully next week I can get back on track. But it's about been around like about 2 weeks now that it's been like this. We do stay up late nights doing this live, so that could be a reason what your body can only go so much uh, without getting the proper sleep. So my body's letting me know to rest. So I gotta do that.
Welcome in, runner. How you doing, man?
How you doing, runner? What's up, Primo Gilbert? So yeah, I said let me do a quick live tonight. I know Saturdays I normally go solo because cousin Jesse got church uh, on Sundays. So tonight we're just doing a late night owl live, which basically we're just gonna talk about whatever. You know, I just want people to know uh, that we're gonna continue to try to put out the screenshots and pictures and videos. As the times come. But for right now, I've just been taking a break from all that. I'm not gonna lie. After being in the hospital, going back and forth, seeing all the negative energies that are in there, at locations like that, takes a toll on you. So yeah, I've just been resting for when I do go and investigate. I'll be ready. Sometimes you just gotta know when it's the right time, when to do something, when not to do it spiritually. Your body, your spirit will let you know if you're ready or not.
Um, hey, Gilbert. Whatever happened to these vatos locos, man?
Trying to stay away from all the BS, from all the drama, because I know that a lot of people that's what they like to do. So I'm staying away from that. I don't need that in my life. I mean, especially when I do the investigations that I do, I need to stay drama free from negative people because if that's on your mind, on your head, well, that could be a spiritual opening the unseen forces can use against you. You know,
Because I've noticed that since we quit responding to these people, they've actually left us the hell alone.
yes. Ever since that day that I made a certain video, it's kind of certain things turned for the kind of left us alone, but mainly just feeling the feeling around us spiritually. You can see a bigger picture. So that's why I'm just focused on us, on spiritual encrypting encounters, on doing our show here, doing the show. Yeah, I'm the
That's so
creator, but I got
cool.
Jesse as the co-host, so it's our show. This is what we do. Uh, I brought him in because he said he can bring a different aspect of the other path, the other side of where he was at. And that's why I brought him in so he can share his wisdom and knowledge on that also, even though he's a reborn Christian.
Yeah,
How you doing, May?
that Palero stuff really set somebody off last night. But it's like I tell him, man, I don't practice that anymore, man. It's just stuff that I was into because my dad was into it.
I mean, lower down this light a little bit. I think it might have been too bright. Uh, right there's fine. Um, yeah, the things that we talk about is we're just sharing our experiences of what we've seen and been through in life, And yeah, some people take it the wrong way. We're just having a conversation. Uh, makes us the things that we've been through in life makes us who we are right now, and just some people don't understand that. You know, I'm
Um,
not here. I'm not here to compete against anybody. With any, I'm not here to compete against any podcast or anybody. I'm just here to doing our thing here, spiritual encrypted encounters of what we do. Uh, there's some people that might like us, and there's some people that might dislike us. That's okay. That's part of life. You can keep everybody happy in life, but so long we can do the works that we do here at Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, we're going to continue to do those spiritual works.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hear that.
You
I
know,
hear it.
you could have all the equipment in the world, right? You can have all the equipment in the world to try to capture something, but if you don't have Jesus Christ with you and you don't have the spiritual gifts of discernment, then how are you going to know where to set up the equipment to be able to capture something? If you're not
Exactly.
using if you're not using your number one the number one thing that you're capable of doing is your spiritual instincts. That's what you should rely on. Uh, it doesn't matter what equipment you have. Eventually, as you rely on your spiritual gift discernment, everything will come accordingly to your senses because you'll be able to sense and you'll be able to angle the camera to the direction that you're sensing. I mean, somebody could have and be recording, but if they can't feel spiritually, how are they going to capture anything?
Hmm.
If they're not
Hmm.
going to be able to sense spiritually because they're not in tune with it, or they don't believe in Jesus Christ, they don't believe in anything spiritually, how they're going to be able to capture something? You can have all the equipment in the world, like I said before, but you ain't going to capture nothing with that equipment if you're not able to tell where the energies, you're not able to sense the energies around you. I mean, that's just a my God honest opinion to that. Just like people have said, if they run into a dogman or a Bigfoot, that they'll shoot at it. How are you going to shoot at something that's in spirit? How are you going to shoot it? You can have a lot of magazines, a lot of ammo. How are you going to use the ammo on something that you can sense or you can't see, right? You're just going to take an estimate because you hear a growling or a tapping sound on a piece of wood, and you're going to start just
Shooting.
shooting away to that direction. That's the difference between spiritual encrypted encounters and to a lot of other people's, even to channels on TV. These people that are on TV, they just do it for this,
For views. For
for
views.
entertainment, staged, not real. I'm just being honest.
What's up, Pablo? How you doing, man?
A lot of the things are staged for entertainment on TV. If I would, some of those guys would go to the areas where we grew up, of what
Sal
we
cagados.
witnessed and we experienced. These guys wouldn't last in those areas. They would be spiritually attacked, man. I'm being honest. Any of the guys that are on the TV, that come out on TV, they do ghosts and all this kind of stuff. Those guys will easily be targets there, because the way they do things is not the way you do things spiritually.
They challenge
Uh,
the ghost.
yeah,
They
they
challenge
challenge
the
the
spirits. They
things that are
curse the
there.
spirits.
So a challenge is a spiritual opening, right? You know that. So if you're
Hmm.
challenging what you think is a ghost, but it's really a demon, well, it's gonna attach itself to you, and it's gonna screw you over, right? Because you're challenging it. you open yourself up to a spiritual challenge. And if you're doing it as yourself, as an individual, but not through Jesus Christ, well, then it's going to come at you.
Yep.
He's
I'm
going
doing
to
all
attach himself to
right.
you. He's going to attack you spiritually. I think I hit him up. I hit him with a 1, 2, 3 combo right off the bat. I'm just here, man. You know how I'll be doing it, cousin. I mean, just for y'all to think about. Just something for y'all to think. How are you going to capture? You can have all the equipment in the world, but if you're not able to sense spiritually, how are you going to capture anything?
Exactly. Where are you going to put the equipment?
How are you going to take a picture?
And
Uh,
and that's funny with all these ghost shows and stuff, man. They'll set up somewhere, and the actual location is somewhere else.
I'm just being honest. That's why you should rely on your spiritual senses. For those that are in tune with their spiritual senses, that'll guide you right there. That'll show you where they'll surface up. You don't even have to go to them; they'll come to you. Because if you walk this earth with a heavenly love foundation, they know what you're about. They know what your capabilities are. They know you can see them, and they know you can sense them, hear them. So they're going to come to you. And that's how I capture a lot of the evidence here in spiritual encrypted encounters. I've been doing it for a very long time. I used to cleanse homes from negative energies in this manner. Wherever the unclean spirit was in a home, that's where I will go to. Sometimes they will hang out in the living room, in a closet, in a bedroom. But when I will find it, I will give an ultimatum, but to leave, that it wasn't welcome there, and it will leave. If I had to say a tie binary rebuke in Jesus Christ's name, I would do that. I will let the pure, I will let the spirit or the unclean spirit out of the home, and I will tell it don't come back. At the same time, I will protect the home and bless the home. So if they try to come back with others, it wouldn't be able to enter because the house was protected. But normally, when they're there, is because they have some kind of jurisdiction, some kind of opening that they're allowed to go inside the home. So then I'll talk to the people in charge to find out what that opening is, so they can correct that. Whether it's forgiving somebody because they might have anger or hatred towards somebody. Anger, hatred is a spiritual opening. Fear is a spiritual opening. Believing in other things is a spiritual opening. What you might be seeing, the manifestations, that could be a spiritual opening because you're giving it the power of belief. If something is manifesting to look like a freaking an alien, that's a spiritual opening into a demon, a dogman, a cryptid, into a little boy, into a little girl. That could all be a spiritual opening. If you're believing, that's what you're seeing. Believing is believing, and boom, there's a spiritual opening that he uses. What do you think, cousin?
Yeah, I agree, man. And any kind of opening like that they used to get into your vessel, man. Um, I know I'm guilty of it, man, because I'm trying to forgive somebody, but the
I'm
scars
sorry.
that he left, the scars that he left on me, man, they're you can almost see them. But little by little, I'm going that way to actually go to his graveside and tell him I forgive him.
Yeah, I'm telling you, once you do that, primo, you're gonna feel a lot better. Uh, I was talking to my wife and about your merchandise, cousin, that I'm gonna send you. She said she knows a place. We're gonna see if it's open tomorrow. If it's not open tomorrow, then I'll have to do it next week.
Okay,
But
no
I'm gonna
problem.
go tomorrow in the morning to see if it's open. To
Well,
send you the package.
I just thought I'd send you the correct address because the last time I got lucky in
It was the wrong
the
address last time.
yeah. That's why I sent you the correct address today. Because the last
Okay.
time, man, it was a block down the street, and that guy from the post office was about to take it back to the post office.
Oh man.
But yeah, I sent you the right address today.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully it's open tomorrow. If not, I'll have to wait till Monday. But we'll see. We can do it in the morning.
All right,
I got a
Colonel.
couple of cool shirts for you, man, that you'll like. That I think you'll like. You
It's
know,
cool as this.
I'm not gonna say what they are, but I think you're
Uh,
gonna like them, man. Uh,
um,
just whenever you get them, you see.
okay, Colonel.
The runner says, "What gets me is when uninformed and non God fearing talk about going after a dogman and other cryptids. It's what y'all gonna do when dogman makes you his yeah."
Bitch. That's what you gotta ask yourself, runner. What are you gonna do if you're not in favor with Jesus Christ? What are you gonna do when you actually catch up to it? Because you know anything that's cornered will fight. What are you gonna do when you actually corner it and it's facing you? What are you gonna do then?
And another thing, there's a lot of other animals out there besides cryptids that are dangerous. You got cougars, mountain lions, wildcats, grizzlies, depending on what location you're at. There's other wildlife out there that is dangerous, and there are predators that they do go on the hunt after human beings. They can follow somebody, track somebody for miles. So there's other things that are out there, which that's why some people probably would carry a weapon.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Because like I've actually faced a dog, man, and it's like I said, man, if you're not in favor with God, what are you gonna do when you actually come face to face with what you're chasing? If you have no
And
faith, if you have no faith, you'll be a snack.
but not even that, man. It's beyond that. It's not dealing that you're going to be a snack. If it's something that's capability of manifesting into many forms because it's demonic, then you have to worry about a possible possession that is going to
So
possess you,
that's
and
what
that's it.
that's what it was just saying, runner. You can have all the bullets in the world, man, but what's gonna happen when you try to shoot it and it's in a spiritual form? You're gonna
Disembodied
be
form of
wasting your
spirit.
bullets.
Yeah,
You're gonna be wasting your bullets, brother.
yeah. It's going to be a lot of missed shots, man. A lot of misfire, a lot of missed shots. You're going to miss. You're going to miss because they're in spirit form, man. They're going to be laughing at you. They're
What's
gonna
up,
be
brother?
laughing at you. They're gonna be circling you around and say, "Oh, we got one. He's mad over there." That's a spiritual opening. No, you're trying to kill him. That's not of godly like. So that's a spiritual opening. They're like, "Oh, we got us one for the picking here. We got one called the road runner.
Say we gotta run and bring him the rubber woman.
We're gonna make him go beep beep." Yeah, that's what they see. That's a spiritual opening. That's why when I went into the woods at that time for I went with no weapons. I only had a bat. But once I seen what they were, I let the bat go uh, to let them know, they were real creatures that I wasn't there to harm them. But another thing to let them know that I wasn't afraid of them. That's why I went into prayer. I started fighting spiritually. I didn't show a sign of fear. I mean, it's like afterwards when I left out of there, you could tell that I went through something because I looked pale like Casper, because I was in a predicament. But it's like I never turned back. I wasn't thinking about fear. I took fear out of out of my imagination, and I just made it back home safely. But yeah, fear is a spiritual opening to this. One of the ones that they used to attack. I mean, you should have seen their beastly form that they manifested to look like. They're massive. But I did not give them power of belief. I said the greatest prayer of all prayers, which is the Our Father, the deliverance prayer. That's the prayer I said. When they asked Jesus, who do we pray for? How do we pray? And he said, what did it say, cousin? When
He said,
they asked,
he said, you speak to the Heavenly Father and you speak to him like this. And then he went, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
that's the prayer I used. And when I was walking through them, when I was saying the Our Father, they kept on saying to each other, they were saying one thing. They were saying the Holy One, the Holy One, the Holy One. That's all they kept on saying, because even they were acknowledging the Our Father.
Yeah, not only do you got sapos fails in the wild, you got sapos fails in a hotel room in New Mexico. You'll never be a prince, Vato.
Yeah, you can shoot runner, but I'm just saying that it's of the things that are out there of what I witnessed. I mean, they can make contact with you. They can hit you. You'll fly 4 or 5 feet, but they have enough energy to make contact with you like that. They have enough energy to scratch you, enough energy to punch you. But just
Welcome,
because
Cynthia.
they manifest away with that energy doesn't mean that they're here in the flesh. You see
Cynthia's
how
in the
fast they move.
home.
You see how fast they move.
Yeah, I've seen it on the videos.
By the time Gunner pulls out his weapon, it's going to run over him, but it's a spirit form because they move very rapidly.
By the time Runner pulls out his gun, he'll be puppy chow.
Well, no, not Puppy Shaw. He probably have a spiritual opening where they try to bond him or attach themselves to him. 'Cause that's what they do. That's why when I go out there, I don't take a weapon with me. I just take me, myself, the prayers, and the protection I have. But if I have to, I'll fight spiritually through Jesus Christ with no fear.
How you doing, Cynthia? How was your day?
How you
Welcome
doing?
Beyond the Box.
We're just doing a late night owl live. It's my fault. We're late tonight. So that's why I called it late. Late because I was late. Night owl live. So what do you think about the people that think that they're gonna shoot a DDN and destroy it?
I don't know, Primo, you're asking the wrong person because I was trying to cut one with a box cutter. You're asking the wrong person, man.
So okay, I got one question for you because you've seen this movement, you've seen how it was moving in phases, going in and out of a reality. So when you seen it looking at you with the red eyes, going down into Mother Nature itself,
Yes.
did you look at your box cutter and say, "There's no way I was going to be able to hurt it"?
Right about then, man.
The way it went into the ground.
I forgot all about the box cutter, and I was just concentrating on not having fear. I'm not fearing it. But yeah,
But it dawned
after-
to you afterwards, after you seen it literally disappear into Mother Nature itself, into the ground, that the box cutter in reality wasn't going to do nothing to it.
no, because that box cutter right there, would not have done it to it, nothing to it, but my sword probably would have because it was infused with my chakra, and it was I had turned it into a spiritual weapon. That blade, that box cutter, probably wouldn't have done nothing to it, but if I am going into an area where I know wild animals are present, I carry a gun. If it's in an area of spirits, I may carry my faith. Jesus Christ will not fear them. Exactly, Roadrunner.
There you go, Renner.
Exactly, Karnan. You can't shoot something that's unalive. Yes, you have to fight it
So,
spiritually. That's what
so
we're saying.
what did you just say, cousin? You just said something very important. You said you can't shoot
Exactly.
something that
That's
is not
unalive.
alive,
Yeah,
right?
that's what my brother said.
Okay. So, have you heard the stories of certain Bigfoots and Dogmen supposedly shot by people saying that they killed a Bigfoot or a Dogman?
I've heard people. I've seen a guy on TikTok that said he had the face, the head of a Bigfoot, and he pulled it out. But I don't know, man, if it was makeup or what, because he said he'd had it. His dad shot it, and he gave him the head, but the head had been in this room, and it didn't look like it was decomposing or anything like that, man. So I don't
Yeah,
know if it was fake
it
or
was
not.
fake. It was fake. That's what I'm trying to say is many people claimed to have killed the Bigfoot or Dogman, but there was nobody to be found. So, do you think that the demon, I'll say it like that, the DDN, got into their head, put an image in their head, thinking that they shot or killed a what they were seeing, but there was no bodies or no evidence of a body because they're spirit form.
Yeah,
So they
I believe it probably bonded him. They probably bonded him and his dad, thinking that that was the head of a Bigfoot. That's the
I'm
only thing
talking
that
about
could be.
like people, cousin, people that said they claimed to kill the Bigfoot or Dogman. That to me, those I believe those stories that they kill one is false. It's not real because they are in disembodied form. They're in spirit form. I mean, I'm not going to say that they didn't try to shoot at something, but if they're not following their spiritual senses or they're not using their senses to guide them, uh, that's what I question a lot of the stories of them killing something in that nature. Because if there's no body to show that they kill something in that nature, then it's just a story because there's no
Yeah,
body.
I agree.
That's right. And we hear about a lot of stories like that, right?
Yeah, a lot.
Of people claiming that they've killed a Bigfoot. There's people that claim that they know they call them the the families of the Bigfoots. I think
Yeah,
those
but
people right there, they're actually spiritually bonded. Uh, and if they're seeing something, it's not Bigfoots. I believe is demons that got them bonded. And if they're seeing something, it's what the demon is allowing them to see. If the demon has some control over them, right? So they're being spiritually bonded and used. They're used as story to share their story, so people could think that they're real. Because if people could think that they're real, then that's a spiritual opening the demon uses because of the belief factor, right? Because they're believing to attach themselves to the people that are believing the story to be true. So there's a lot of that going on. So a bigger question would be: is this because we know they have capabilities to manifest to look like somebody, like they have the capability to look like a person. So all these conferences, Bigfoot's and Bigfoot conference, and you name it, all these different conferences. Do you think there's a question I got for the viewers? Do you think that the DDN or Uncle Spirits are at these conferences, and if they're in the conferences uh, and they manifest? I believe they are in the conferences because there's a lot of people that have the negative attachments of them because they're believing it to be 100% real. So there's a lot of people that do go to the conferences. They have the negative attachments on them. So the negative attachment or Uncle Spirit, right, jumps from person to person that it can jump onto if they have spiritual opening themselves. So I believe that's where there's a lot of crazy activity that happens, like at conferences and stuff like that, because it's jumping from person to person. Until somebody ties, binds, and rebukes his binds, and rebukes it in Jesus Christ's name. That's how you take care of it. That's how you send it away. There's no fear. King, don't fear. I'm just saying, man, that I don't buy it. I'm saying straight up, man. I served 10 years in the military. I've seen things out there through the thermal capabilities, the night vision, the capability tank has, the M1 Abrams, and I've seen things out there. The things that I've seen had no heat signature, which would mean that it's not something that's living. Uh, so yeah, I've seen a lot of that, and I spend a lot of time in the field training, offensive, defensive. Not once did I run into that I can remember being in the military, see a Bigfoot or run into a Bigfoot. But what I would see was a lot of shadow figures, dark shadow figures. Also witnessed what seemed to be a lycanthrope werewolf as we're getting debriefed. But besides that, and another being that was going in and out, like it was different pixels. We kept on changing different pixels, uh, and we could see it through our night vision. And it was going from heat to cold, and you could see like there was a short circuit on the equipment it had, and it was you could see the short circuit, but the different pixels. So I witnessed that with my night vision. So there is things out there where they're real or not. As I couldn't get the proof, I couldn't capture what I seen or what I witnessed. It was very tall. Could it have been a reptilian? Possibly, if there's such thing as a reptilian. But if I don't get the picture or capture one, then it's just my story of what happened to us on the tank trail, coming from Climber Creek to going back to Fort Hood to the mortar pools. Even if you had a lot of viewers, right? A lot of people viewing. Then the quick thing that the government says is they're going to say it was a mass hallucination, that everybody was just imagining what they saw. You always have some excuse for all that. Any questions? Any questions? Somebody would like to say something about speaking about right now.
No questions whatsoever. Come on, people. What is la mano pachina? Is that a mano that comes from China, way? Cynthia says you saw the jinn, the shadow entities too. Yikes! That would make me feel creepier out in
Yes.
another country at war and in a tank. Wow.
La Llorona, yes. La Llorona is very real in the spiritual realm. They call some people in other countries call her the wailer. They call her Banshee, La Llorona. She's always crying for her children.
Yeah, I hate that autocorrect, carnal. That gets me all the time. And before I check it, I send it, and then people think I misspell all the time. I just blame my fat fingers.
Yeah, you got to have some kind of evidence. I get the evidence how fast they move, how they look.
I'm sorry to hear that, Beyond the Box. May the Lord heal you with his mighty hands.
Sorry to hear that, Beyond the Box. Saying your prayers your way, your prayers of healing. We tie bind and rebuke anything trying to make you sick or trying to stop you from the works that you do. There's something there trying to affect Sister uh, Brenda. We tie bind and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. This we pray through our Heavenly Father. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff out there in the field. Just like when we had the encounter with a soldier uh, that supposedly seen a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot. That he said he seen it. Uh, he was guarding the tower in Trapnell multi-use range, and we got a call over the radio. What should I say? And he said
Make
that
Gilbert,
it was trying to
Gilbert Beyond
attack.
the Box is a girl.
That something was attacking his tower. He wouldn't say what it was. When we went from the other ranges because we're in charge of the ranges all of Fort Hood that day, or that was our detail. Who was in charge of the towers? We went over there to assist him. This dude was locked up on top of the tower, and he had the door barricaded and everything.
Oh, wow.
He was he was claiming that a he said he was going to go use the restroom, and as he was walking, he had his head down. When he lifted his head, he said he seen it. And when the sergeant in charge, Sergeant First Class Whites, asked him, "What did you see?" And he was saying it was Bigfoot. It was Bigfoot. But when he was saying this, he was acting strange. He was acting crazy, like he was paranoid. He was scared. He kept on saying that it was Bigfoot that ran into him. He said he ran up to ran towards the top. That the creature was huge. That he was banging on the tower. He was hitting it so hard that the tower was vibrating. That's how hard he was hitting it.
Wow.
You know, that's the encounter he had out there. We did smell this a smell a weird smell, but we
And a
thought it was
mustard.
a train that was out there. But
It
yeah,
was like,
he said he witnessed that. But out there, man, in the field, it's just dark. So could have been just about anything getting in front of him, you know.
That stuck, Gilbert. That stuck. Colbert Shrek.
So what do you think, Primo?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he saw what he saw. It's like that time that me and the frog here were walking home from that club. And we went through that park, man, where there's nothing but woods. And this boy was challenging everything in the woods to come fight us and go, man, we need to get the hell out of here. There was no lights or anything in that park. We were completely in the dark, man. This dude challenging all these things in the woods to come out and fight.
Where was this at, Primo?
Right here in Fort Worth, man, at Bug Sampson Park. We were walking through, and that road, that winding road we were taking, man, there was woods on both sides of the road, man. There was no house, nothing. It was all woods. And it was like almost 3 in the morning, and we're walking through there, man. So it's a demonic hour, and this boy over here was challenging all the whatever was in the woods to come out and fight, man. Pretty sure we got followed home that night. My hairs were all standing on end and whatnot. Yeah, I remember you were. Hey, Cynthia, take a look at these little guys. Gilbert's normally a pacifist unless he's been drinking, and then when he gets drunk, he's a mean drunk. He's a tough drunk. It's fucking weather outside, man. It's 43 degrees outside, man.
Already.
Well, I could go and turn off all the water that I just turned on. It's not gonna get below freezing. It's gonna be 38 in the morning.
Yeah, that's why I always listen to the people have to say, and some things that people say sound sketchy, man. So I just focus on spiritual encrypted encounters, and to do what I do, what I know, that I've been knowing all my life through my spiritual instincts. You know, that's why I do the things that I do spiritually. I mean, maybe one day though we'll capture a little Bigfoot and put
Baby squad
a baby squatch or adolescent squatch or whatever they want to call it.
or a puppy werewolf.
They're gonna cash one, and it's gonna be somebody dressed as an Ewok from Star Wars.
An Ewok. Gilbert has an Ewok. That's his youngest son because he's married to a.
Ewok.
Yeah, a Wookiee. Baby Shrek. It looks just like him too, man. Oh, that man can't say that boy's not his son. They got the same features, man. Like we say in Spanish, lo cagó.
Spouse support.
That means I love you. You hear that? I don't know whose wife you're mailing the chanclas to, Cynthia. You know, because I remember the first time when we lived in that house where that thing was coming into the house. The first time I saw that black bulto, man, it walked by the kitchen window like this, and it stopped because I was washing dishes, man. And then it kept going, and then it would come every night, man. At 10:30, it would pass by the window like that, and then stop and look in, and then go. Then it would make it to the porch and look through the window, and then it started coming inside the house, man. That's when we started sleeping in the same room.
Yeah, they'll come in and if nobody takes authority over them, or when Jesus Christ, they'll come and torment you at nighttime.
Oh, that's what
Come
they were doing. You never
mess
seen
with
Tim?
they'll yank your feet, uh, like move your hands around a little bit, put some weight on around your chest and neck area. That's what they do. Is trying to attach itself to you.
You never seen 10 people in one small bedroom, man. My mom and dad on the bed, and everybody on the floor. This is a spiritual encrypted encounter, Cynthia. I had to talk about it. That's what we're here for.
Night owls.
I sleep like this, cousin, on my side. This hand I tuck it into my side of my neck, and this hand I tuck it in like that. That way they can't move my hands. And the covers, I pick my feet up and put my covers underneath my whole leg so nothing can come up under my covers, man. Yo me tapo la cabeza, güey. Porque I look like a burrito. But yeah, man, that's how I sleep, man. He should have took authority over it and Ty Biden rebuked it to leave the house.
Yeah, yeah. Take authority over it. As soon as you see something or have some activity, tapping sounds on the windows or walls, knocking sounds or banging sounds, tapping, knocking, or banging. Take authority over it. Tell it it's not welcome around your home or in your home. Take authority and tell it to leave and not to come back. That it's not welcome. That's what you gotta let them know. That it's not welcome.
I remember when I drank that whole bottle like this of holy water, cousin. I thought it was regular water. I drank a whole thing like this of holy water.
Wow.
I felt very good for about a week or so. I felt real good. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know he was a kid, Cynthia. My bad. I apologize. But then even if he did that, it wouldn't have done nothing because only the head of the household can get them to leave.
One thing about this DDN, when they possess, uh, the you can tell something's wrong with the person that might be the target because they're not acting themselves. They act strange, and you're trying to figure out, well, what's the matter with them. Well, that's when you know when they're acting strange that it's not them, that it's something else that's controlling the rest of the body. And sometimes it's hard to tell with complete strangers, but maybe somebody you might know that lives with you, that might be a relative. You know how their character, you know their demeanor. So if you see them acting strange, then you know something ain't right. That's when you start asking questions like just to see what to say. Their demeanor changed completely. That they're not acting themselves. That's when their vessel is being infiltrated, being targeted. I would see that a lot happen to the Primo Chukis when we were growing up, where he would change completely because he had those spiritual openings. He was a boxer. He had a lot of anger, and him smoking marijuana wasn't helping him because he still had the and the people. A lot of people he was hanging around with were not good peoples. So there's a lot of transferring the spirits there, which he was a certain way when we were growing up because he was being
Yep.
spiritually targeted.
I
I
remember
mean, we all went through
the
something. I went through something. You went through. Everybody went through something in that nature, or has been
like
through
the
kind of spiritual attack.
at the end of the first week that I got there to Raymondville, man. Him and I had a fight outside of your house. You remember? It was nothing that I did, man. It's just that he came and attacked me. Yes, yes. You can see it in their eye and their facial. When my brother used to get like that, his eyes would change and his facial expressions would change.
His body was just being used to come up against you.
Hmm. His body kept getting beat up. I remember when I ripped the clothes off of him with my tiger claws, man. He wouldn't accept that ass whooping I gave him, man. I remember my somebody called my mom and she had to come because we were really into it, man. That was I don't understand, cousin. I used to tell him too, man. We're brothers. Why do you want me to treat you like some other fool off the street, man? We shouldn't be like that because we're brothers. Now we're good, man. We haven't sent each other to a hospital in a long time. But yeah, he was really into some dark stuff, man. Like I said, he wound up in the loony bin for reading the Black Bible.
That affects you, man. People that are dabbling in that. What happens? The demons will keep on tormenting you till you finish reading that Bible. I've heard of that happening to a lot of people. They open it up, they start reading it. Next thing you know, strange things start happening because they open up to that through the reading or the pictures, and they get spiritually targeted because the demons want them to continue to read all the way through.
Yeah, well, like I said, he wound up in the loony bin. I
How
know
long was
because
how long was he there, Primo?
I think my baby mama's sister said he was there about a month and a half. Because my ex sister used to work at that loony bin where they sent him. I know I'm nuts, man, but I've never been I've never been put in a padded cell. Yeah, but you know how he was, man. He would sleep out in the yards in his underwear, man. You remember?
Yeah,
One time they caught him right next door to Olga's place in the trash because they threw away a bunch of trash from those little rooms and there was a couch there. No, it was a mattress, and he wound up in his boxers asleep there all night, man. The cops picked him up for indecent exposure the next day.
in Raymondville.
Yeah, and you know what, man? He was like a client, dude, because they would see him and they'd be like, "Hey, Carvajal." te ando buscando, and my brother, pues aquí te estaba esperando, güey. They just open up the door. They wouldn't even cuff him anymore, man. They just tell him to get in, and he'd get in. They take him back to the county. He was a client, man. They had a room ready for him. But he would do stuff like that, man. He would like stay in people's yards on furniture outside, or he would fall asleep in the cantina while he was drinking. And I used to tell him, "Hey, you don't do that, man. You don't fall asleep in the bar. You don't know what they'll do to you when you're sleeping there, man." But yeah, man,
Yeah,
he was out there, man. I never understood how he lived to be as old as he is, doing everything he did like that, man. I would try to watch out for him, man, but like I said, he for some reason he just didn't like me. I don't know how you're not gonna like your own brother. Anyway, you know, he was a spiritual.
well, he had a lot on his mind, you know. Well, all of y'all did. We had a lot of on our plate too. I know.
Yeah, we
I guess spiritually targeted a couple of times also. So
we put the fun in dysfunctional, man. We had it hard, primo. We had it real hard, man. But I think more him. It was he had an opening because he finally admitted to me, man, what his problem with me was, man, and it was nothing that I could do because what his hang up with me was, man, is that he wanted to be junior, and like I said, hey, man, that's not my fault. That they named me what they named me, and the time that I was born, man, it's not my fault. Dude, you hated me for something that I had no control over. He just wanted to be junior. That was his whole hang up, cousin.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it was just jealousy. He wanted something I couldn't give him.
But don't you have a son that's a junior, or was his
Uh,
firstborn a daughter, a female
no, his firstborn is a boy. His name is Paul.
junior? He's not a junior.
No, no, his name is Paul. Joe does
How
not
come he
have a
didn't?
junior
How come he didn't name his name?
because when the boy was born, Joe was in South Texas.
Ah, so he missed out on another junior.
Yeah, well, like he's got a son, and he's got Paul. He's got Denisha. He's got a little boy in Anton, Texas that he made over there with that girl. He's got Alexis. He's got 10-year-old twins. He's got a kid over there in New York. So everywhere he's gone, he's made kids, man.
Wow.
Yeah. These two twins that are 10 years old, they live here in Fort Worth, man.
Is what?
Two set of twins. He has twins, twin boys.
He's like, oh, everyone used to do that.
Yeah, he's got twin boys, man. They're 10 years old. They just turned 10, I think, a couple of months ago.
Look just like him.
They look just like when he was a kid, man. You can't say they're not his.
Oh wow.
Hmm. Then
Did he?
again, he has these children, and then has nothing to do with them, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him, but hey, it is what it is, man. I agree with you, runner. Anybody that does something to a kid is not right, bro. They need to be monkey stomped. I agree with you. It's like he is the one in the family that has more kids than everybody else. I only have two, man. Gilbert only has one. What's up, Ernie? Welcome, Lawrence Morgan. We're having a pretty good night. We were supposed to do it live for an hour, but I think it's gonna go 2 hours.
Yeah. We're going for an hour and maybe an hour and a half, or depends how we're feeling. But yeah, that's why I say that I don't. Sometimes it's not the person; it's just what the person's life or journey is that makes them it to be a certain way. But there is
I
some people
mean,
who sympatheticals that they don't know they know what they're doing and they continue to do the works that they do, which is bad things.
I'm
There's
a
nothing good that comes out of that when somebody's doing bad works towards people. They're
give
trying to get
myself,
that bad reputation.
and that's the thing, Primo. That's the thing that my brother has never learned, man. That if you let me explain to you this way. I did what I did over here, man, and I paid for it, right? And then he was running a bar, and I was working at that place where I worked for about 15 years, man. And he called me on a weekday, man. I'm asleep. That he was having problems with some guys from that were related to that guy that he went to heaven. Uh, I told him, man, I gotta work in the morning. I need to be up at 5 o'clock, and it was about midnight, man. And he goes, nah, man, you need to come over here. I know that if they see you, they're gonna leave. So I showed up at that bar, man, in a muscle shirt, shorts, and house shoes. And sure enough, man, as soon as those guys saw me, they were like, "Mira, ya llegó este cabrón, vámonos." So they left, and he's talking to me, telling me, "Yeah, can I see, man? See how they respect you?" And I'm like, "Carnal, you think that's respect? That's fear, bro. You just put my life in jeopardy. Now I gotta watch my ass when I go to get in my car that they don't shoot me while I'm leaving. That's not respect. That's fear, man." So he hasn't learned the difference between respect and fear yet, cousin. He thinks that because you beat somebody up and they walk away when you show up, that's respect. That's not respect, man. That's fear. Fear
Yeah.
gets you killed. But yeah, that's when I started feeling like I was bad people, man. I wanted that reputation when I was a teenager. Now that I'm an adult, I don't want that kind of reputation. What's up, Smoking? How you doing, brother? ¿Cómo estás, bro?
Yeah, I had the rep around here, but people wouldn't really mess with me, leave me alone. For some, they leave me alone.
Hey, man, we've been on for an hour. We haven't seen the mascot. Hello, Prima Ivy. How you
Uh,
doing?
he was here at the beginning of the show.
Yo, he went to go take a nap.
He's on the other side with my wife. She's over there by the chimney. With they got the logs on over there, keeping the house warm. I mean, we got a heater and everything, but
Ain't nothing
they're over there
like
chilling.
ain't nothing like burning some wood in a chimney, man.
Yeah,
You got my mascot back there. She won't go to the room till I go to the room. ¿Qué pasó, vato loco? What's up, Smoking? Aquí nomás, nariz boleada.
smoking. Have you heard from him at all, Primo?
Nah, man, I haven't heard from him. Listen, I'm starting to worry, but hey, man, you can't. ¿Qué hubo, Jaime Alanis? ¿Cómo estás? You can't help somebody que no se quiere ayudar solo, primo.
That's true.
Nariz boleada, Jaime.
Yeah, people thought that we wasn't gonna have a life anymore, so they're like, oh, they're probably not have one. So they went to sleep. So they're not really night owls like we are. No, just play.
No, we're lechuzos. Lechuzos.
I was gonna make the noise too, but I see Abigail show. Abigail's here.
Cynthia doesn't like the noise. What's up, Breezy? Breezy's in the heezy. What's up, bro?
So Bridget, what's up, man?
Yeah, don't make that lechuza sound, man, because Cynthia will run.
Yeah, they got a couple of movies like that in Spanish, man. Dealing with the brujas and lechuzas. I seen one dealing with that, and then I seen one with it's called The Old Ways. That's the name of the
Hmm.
movie.
Wow.
You have to look it up. It's dealing with unclean spirits and all that kind of stuff, man. What I speak of the how the curanderas work. It's called The Old Ways. You got to check out the movie, guys. It's called The Old Ways. They show where the curandera goes into the person's stomach, pulls out stuff out of them, snakes and all kinds of stuff. I just
There it is.
I just seen the movie the other day, man. Gave me flashbacks of when I was a kid, when I seen the curandera doing all that stuff.
Have you seen Madeline, Cynthia? I haven't seen Madeline in a while.
I think she was working.
Yeah, the chief of police would call him Chucky. That's what they all knew him for.
Chookies.
Mm-hmm. That's his nickname, Chucky's.
Were in Raymondville.
Everywhere, even when he was in the pen, they all know him as Carnal Chucky's.
So he was in there for a while, primo.
He's been there 3 times, cousin. If he goes back one more time, that's his third. That's his last time to go back. Mm. He'll never come out.
Oh wow. How many times for each time?
Dude, he's been incarcerated like half his life, primo. I think the first time he went, he did 4 years, and then the second time he did 6, and think the last time he went, it was like almost 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yes, it's a witch movie, Jaime. No, Gilbert. Yeah, he's been locked up 3 times or two, somewhere around there, primo. But he if he gets locked up one more time, he ain't coming out. Um, what was I gonna say? He's been out for like 20 years, man.
Well, that's good.
He ain't trying to go back.
No, está cabrón, man.
That's
Did he get
funny.
in trouble in the Valle or what?
Yeah, he got sent to prison the first time he was in the valley, man. And then
Haciendo bien.
the what did he do? I think he beat the hell out of somebody and left them for dead. Yeah, he beat some dude named Gomez with a baseball bat at one of those shops.
Oh, you're talking about I know which Gomez.
He had
Uh,
a he had him and some other dude beat Joe up, and then one day Joe went to the Super 8 and saw him at that body
you're
shop
talking
next
about
door,
Joe Gomez brother. Chen.
probably.
What was his
And
name?
he went to
Damn,
he saw him at the shop next door to the Super 8, and he ran to the house, grabbed the bat, and came back and just the dude's in a wheelchair, man.
so what year did this happen?
Oh man, I can't remember, Primo. I can't
The
remember. It was
90s.
like probably the '90s. Yeah. Yeah, and then he got time added onto his server, his sentence, because him and some of his friends broke out of the county jail. They got out through the ceiling, man. They threw wet paper towels up there, and
But that
they
was
got
just
out.
there. But then they sent him up arriba. How many years?
I think the first time I think he did four, man. You know, he kept coming and going, man. The second time they sent him to jail because he sent him to prison because he did a drive by himself and shot some fool in the ass.
Where in Fort Worth?
Yeah,
Gee,
shot him in the ass. He made the drive by himself. He was driving.
the missing Apache witch. No, I haven't seen it, Jaime Alanis. I might have to check it out. The missing Apache witch. But check out that movie, The Old Ways, man. Uh, I just seen it. What was it? 2 nights ago. It's called The Old Ways. Let me see what year it came out. It might be a new movie.
Oh man, it's gonna be a long night, man. I got heartburn and I'm out of mineral water. Well, he's
Yeah,
been baptized.
The Old Ways is from 2024. They have a little video of it.
He's been baptized, Cynthia, but I think he's going back to his old ways.
That's the movie I was talking about. A preview. It's called The Old Ways.
I got bashed in the head with a bat, Morgan. I'm still here, man. You see that right there, man? That was a baseball bat. I got a knot back here from a baseball bat, and I got right here it's sunken in from a baseball bat, man. It just depends how much pain you can tolerate, Lawrence. I thought I was tough. My forehead was busted open, man. I didn't go home for almost a month, man. My parents didn't know where I was. I knew if I got home like that, my dad was gonna whoop my ass, man.
You all jacked up, primo?
Yeah, well, my forehead was busted open, so was the back of my head, man. And right here where
What,
my
what,
neck, right here where my head meets my shoulder, I got a when I it's like a hole by enter where whatever was there was crushed by the head of the baseball bat.
for being in gang fights, primo?
Did a rumble at Marine Park. I'll take that into consideration, Morgan. Gracias. I know, I know, Lords, I know. The head injury has been there since 1979, but I'm okay. I think what protected me, Lawrence, was the stuff I was on when that happened to me. 11 years old and already out there gang fighting, primo.
Those gang fights.
Yep. I was 11 years old, man. I ran out, carnal. No more Topo Chico. Gotta get some in the morning.
What's that, primo? Topo Chico.
It's mineral water, primo. Agua
Uh,
mineral. It's the clear bottle that got the Indian drinking from a stream. Comes from Mexico.
does that water have like a certain taste to it?
No, no, it's just seltzer water.
Well, we're almost an hour and 30 minutes, primo.
Yeah, no, Cynthia. Back in those days, I had a lot of anger at the world because my life sucked, and I just wanted to punish the world. And I do realize now that I'm old that I failed my little brothers. I led them astray into the gang life and the drug life. Now we're all good now. I remember our parties. No matter what we were partying, birthday or whatever, there was a party we were drinking. Now when we party, nothing but cokes. We keep it G-rated. I'm not lying to you, Primo, when I say that we would crash parties, man, and the first thing we would do, we would take control of the kegs, even if we weren't invited to the parties. But anyway, that's getting away from what we were talking about, man.
Sorry, cuz.
Yes, Lawrence, the flavored Topo Chicos, I had some that were blueberry, man, and they not only tasted bad, but they smelled bad. I drank them because I bought them and I wasn't gonna throw them away. But I prefer the original flavor. It's just carbonated water.
So it's good like a
It's
it's
like a
kind of like drinking a
it-
soda with just the
yeah,
carbonation.
yeah. It's like drinking a soda with no taste.
Uh,
It's nomás agua mineral, man. It helps your stomach and it helps you burp.
so that's what helps you burp is the carbonated water.
Hmm. I like the original flavor, man, because they sell some with a twist of lime in it, and they sell the one I got the other day. They were blueberry flavored. Cynthia said there's some that are mandarin, but I prefer the. See, there she is. I like the mandarin, orange, and blueberry. But I prefer the original.
So yes, I remember a lot of things like that, man. When I was growing up, because I had a lot of anger and hatred too. And you remember certain
Yeah.
situations that happened to me
Hmm.
when that woman was crying by the fence. I don't know if you've seen her by the church.
Yep.
Do you think that was a Llorona, primo?
That had to be the Llorona Primo. That was the only way it could have got back there.
Did you see her?
No, but I heard her.
Yeah, she was by the fence calling me to go that ways.
I do not know what the heck you're talking about, Gilbert. Altogether, 4 years. Joe went to get twice, 2 years apiece. I didn't think so. No, I don't think so. He was gone for a long time, man. That last time he was gone for a long time, but that's because he got into a car chase because he stabbed a couple of guys at a motel, and then they caught him with stolen equipment. They found drugs, and yeah, man, he went away for a while, man. Just a bunch of criminals, man. I swear. I'm glad I'm not like that no more, man. I don't miss those days, primo. It was too much, always watching your back,
I
always
mean,
feeling
you
in
see,
danger.
we can say too many things because people get scared. They want to contact the police saying that they're scared for their lives. That we're gonna go hunting for them and where
But
can't say
that's what
nothing around here because
that,
people
that,
get scared
that,
to
that's what that's what happens, primo. When you're used to somebody not saying nothing back to you, and then you fuck with the wrong one. And then when you realize you fuck with the wrong one, you catch that pussy, and you want to play victim after you done talked all that shit. That's why you
yeah,
need to be sure and clear who the hell you're messing with. Because you're gonna wind up poking the wrong bear, and you're gonna get fucked up. But anyway, that's beside the point.
I mean it's true.
Not everybody's gonna stand there and let you talk shit to them. I have no tolerance for shit like that, primo. I don't. I let
Yeah,
them.
that's what I said. You know, we just need to ignore these fools because
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing.
they ain't about nothing. You know, so I
Well,
just ignore them.
smoking. If you have a like heartburn or there's something wrong with your stomach, man, you drink that Topo Chico, and it'll fix you, man. It'll fix your stomach. It'll take away your heartburn. It's really good stuff, man. I buy it by the case, man. I go to Sam's and buy me an 18 pack. It's like 20 something dollars, but it's got bigger bottles, man. They hold more. Most Topo Chico bottles that are like this, I drink them in 3 drinks. The ones I buy at Sam's, man, I can get like almost 6 or 7 drinks out of it before it's gone.
Is it water, primo?
Yeah, mineral water. I like the clear one, man. I like the original. I remember I used to pick my dad up walking in the street. Hey, you know, get out with me. And I'd see, mijo, see. And I'd go buy a couple of mineral waters, man. And he'd be happy as hell sitting in the car drinking his mineral water, man.
You like the mineral water?
Yeah, that was his favorite, the Topo Chicos.
How much do the bottles cost, primo?
Well, back then they were like a dollar something. Now they're like almost $4, man, a bottle.
Oh wow! And they're made in Mexico.
Yeah, they're made in Mexico.
Is it like a green bottle?
No, it comes in a green bottle and it comes in a clear bottle, man. The clear bottle, it'll have a black and yellow lettering, and it'll have a picture of a native drinking from a stream. You keep hearing knocking, Gabriel. Go to the bathroom, bro. They're probably knocking on your back door. uh,
Oh man!
yeah, I shouldn't have had them drinks, man. Now I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna have heartburn all night. But it was a flavor I hadn't had, primo. I had that peach Crown Royal, and I mixed it with peach soda.
Pea soda.
Yeah, peach brandy with peach soda. Yep, that's why me and Abe have our minerals.
I got raw minerals, all kinds of minerals.
Wow.
All kinds of minerals.
Wow. That's
Calcite,
awesome, man.
calcite, man. I got so many minerals. Yeah, they're everywhere, man. I got too many. Got boxes and boxes and boxes of minerals, man.
Yes, Cynthia, I drank a little bit, just three little cups. There's a very small bottle. I didn't even drink half of it. Oh, that is beautiful, cousin.
It's a light. I got a
Hmm.
light on it. I just got to turn it on. I just don't got to connect it.
That's beautiful, man. I like that.
So I'll turn it on. Got a light. I got a tower like this. Yeah, I bought that one in an estate sale in Waco a couple of years back for
Yeah,
like
I
20
mean,
bucks.
Mexican Coke is good, man. I like the Mexican Sprite better, though.
Is it true that they say that the Mexican Coke used to have coca in it?
The original recipe for any Coca-Cola, man, used to have cocaine in it.
This way they would make it addicting for people.
Mm-hmm. That's why they would tell you to have a Coke and a smile.
They're like, cheese. People be like, cheese. Welcome to AI. Uh, people with a crooked face. Used to see bands perform like that. We got Jimmy Gonzalez. How you doing, everybody?
Le salían todas las piedras.
All coked out. But he be
the my,
jamming. He be jamming, but be like,
my brother said that him and the Garcia brothers, man, used to get that toot going, man.
how did he know the Garcia brothers?
They came to play at a bar over here, and he was there, and they needed some jale, and he had some, so he was back there with them, helping them out.
The Garcia brothers?
Hmm.
They used to dress in their suits.
Yeah, before that, the one that played the accordion died.
Died, yeah.
Before he died, he was over here with Joe, just kicking back, man.
Where are they originally from?
I think they were from Eagle Pass, man.
Eagle Pass? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, Jaime. Looks like with you, it's all about cola, way. Be careful. Yeah, Lawrence, they took the cocaine out of there and replaced it with sugar. Well, look at that. An hour and 34 minutes, cousin.
Yes, sir.
And you were right. We're talking about anything and everything. Now we're talking about Coca Cola.
Coca Cola. Don't get the succubus to come in here talking about cola.
Hey, man, I don't like Diet Coke, man, porque I don't like Coca with corte. I like it pure. I don't like it with. I don't like it stepped on, man.
Oh man. I remember that old lady in the Rio Grande Valley that got arrested because she had a field like a labor,
Uh-huh.
the puro peyote.
Oh wow. That would have been something, man.
And
I've
she
never
said that she said she would just she would grow the peyote because it was a cactus, but she didn't know it was illegal. They
wow.
busted her. I don't know what they. I don't think they. I don't know what they did to her, man. But it was a old lady that had a field that put a peyote plant. You know that's illegal. Que es como una cactus, no peyote.
Yeah, it's like a cactus, man. I would
Oh,
like
it
to
is a
have some of,
cactus.
yeah, I would like to have some of that, man, so I can go on my first spiritual journey, man. I've never gone on a spiritual journey. Yeah, sure do, Jaime. I like it when you put it in a little bag and you put that liquid, that shit turns blue. Pura escama, vato, pura escama. I've done it all in my life, Jaime. Done it all, man. No, no, Jaime, no, no. You lose money that way, man. It's quality over quantity, brother. It's Ken Lam. It's mineral water, man. It's called Topo Chico. God bless you, man. There you go.
Mescaline is a
Yep,
drug in peyote.
yep. Wouldn't you like to take something like that, Primo, to go on your first? Well, you've been on your first spiritual journey. I haven't.
Yeah, I've been
I
already
would like. I would like to
without
see
the
what.
drugs. Just it's all natural, man.
Yeah, I would like to see what my spirit animal is, man. I hope it's not a rabbit.
Gee.
Hey, man, well, you gotta sing that song when somebody's knocking on your door. Who can it be now? You're welcome, Ken Lamb.
It's probably a lot lizard, a reptilian, man.
Probably. I'm not gonna say who I think it is, man. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut, man.
Oh man.
You're welcome, Ken Lamb. Have a blessed afternoon, night, morning.
A lot of lizards trying to get the little bit of money you got paid, primo. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm curious myself. It might be a cricket.
It might be the deer woman. Don't do it.
Shaking her leg like Elvis. Uh huh. It might be a cricket. You hear me? Jiminy Cricket. I want to be a real boy. Yeah, it could be anything, but wouldn't it be cool, man, to just go out and have a vision quest, man? I've never had one. Do you know who's knocking on your door, or are you just gonna go knock on a random doorway? Meh. Might be.
Knocking on the door, they're banging something on the wall or something. It sounds like they're knocking on the door.
Mango, learn me as long as it's not Snagglepuss. It just stays right. Good night,
There you go,
Rich
brother Rich
Sykes.
Sykes. Gilbert, it was donkey knocking, thinking he had the right address for his buddy. The
Cuddle
hell?
Bear. Cuddle Bear Shrek. Donkey. Yeah, I remember the first time I took acid. I would see gremlins, bro. When I would wake up, I didn't know where the hell I was or how I got there.
Good night, brother Rich.
Good night, brother Richard. May the Lord bless you, man. Good night.
Yeah, hour and 41 minutes, primo. We're almost to
We're
that time frame.
almost to that time, man.
Still got power?
Yeah, I still got 46%.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're thinking about doing a 2 hour live tonight. You
And
know, Fridays
we're talking
slow
about everything and anything.
here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. I think because Fridays and Saturdays people will go out and party and stuff, you know.
Oh man, it's getting bad. Ooh, I feel it right here.
Is it getting cold? How cold is it over there right now?
No, it's in the thing. Let me tell you real quick, cousin. 42 degrees, man. 42 degrees. Yes, Gremlin, Cynthia, but it was the acid talking, man. I would always wind up at the annex building at the high school. I mean, at the middle school over here in Fort Worth, sitting there, and I wouldn't know how I got there. Couple of times I would wake up in South Side or West Side. I lived in the North Side, so yeah, I was way in the hell out there, man, not knowing how I got there.
So how would you make it back to where you live?
Well, on foot, primo. I've always been comfortable walking through any neighborhood, man, because I always knew I knew how to defend myself real good. But when I would wake up, I'd figure out where I was. And hey, back in the day, man, here in the middle of Fort Worth, there used to be a clock that no matter where you were in Fort Worth, man, you could see it and you know where you were. That clock is gone now, but back in the day, you could tell where you were by the clock. Oh wow, nah, man, I never drove, man. I used to walk everywhere. Yeah, I was only 12, learning. I was experimenting, man. I'm just hoping that that's not my spirit animal, a damn gremlin. Hey man, you need to shut up about that fool, Gilbert. For real, man. Why you gonna bring up some bull, man?
Jay
That's why
Pettis.
that's why I hate the Hunter music, man. Fucking circus music.
What's up with that dude? Primo?
You want the truth or you want a fabricated story?
Go ahead.
Well, which do you want? The truth or the fabricated story?
Well, I mean, well, sharing you want to share. I
Well,
know who he is.
I guess I'll tell you the truth, man, because even if I try to lie, Gilbert's gonna say bullshit. See, what had happened was, Primo, what had happened was we were at a lake over here in Fort Worth called Mustang Park. It was me, Gilbert, and Mario, and we were drinking, man. and we were throwing beers into the lake. And I remember Gilbert got hit in the forehead and went down with the beer. And then when he came up, Mario was baptizing him with beer. And we headed back to Fort Worth. We were drunk as hell, man. And we found out that there was a fiesta at Marine Park, 16 fiesta for the 16th of September. So without even going back to the house to get dressed up or anything or take a bath, we went in smelling like lake water, man. And we when we walked in, Jay Perez was coming out on stage, man. I ain't ashamed about it, Cynthia. I mean, you and Gilbert's gonna fucking give it away. That's why he brought it up, gay ass fucker. And he sung a couple of songs, Primo, and those lights, they were hot, right? So this motherfucker gets a towel, wipes up his sweat, puts it in his pants, and then he throws it into the crowd. Well, that fucking towel hit me in the face, man. I'm going, you
Oh man,
son of a bitch. I threw it right back and hit him in his face with it, man. But yeah, I hate that fucking Jay Pettis, man. Yeah, shit happens, bro.
he wiped it on his face, and he was
And
throwing it for the he was trying to throw it for the females.
yeah, and it hit me in the fucking face, man. That female in front of me was short. But yeah, man, he wiped his crotch and shit with it, man. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. I fucking hate Jay Pettis. Are you happy
Oh,
now, you fat fuck? Excuse me, man. Excuse my language, man.
oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he wants to bring out embarrassing stuff, man. Why don't you ask Gilbert why they called him Krusty Rusty at Whataburger?
Crusty Rusty.
Yep.
Oh man.
I don't see you speaking on that, Krusty Rusty. Yeah,
Uh,
I knew you would find that hilarious, more Cynthia. Fuck Jay Pettis, fucking asshole.
man, the fool still sings too, man.
That
He's
dude ain't
old.
got, he ain't even got a voice, man. Sorry
He calls
ass
himself
sucker.
La Voz.
You guys call himself La Voz because he ain't got nothing else. Yeah, Gilbert got quiet when I mentioned Krusty Rusty.
What's up with Crusty Rusty?
He's the only one that shit on himself on duty while he was working at Waterburger, man. So they
What
called him
the?
Krusty Rusty.
Uh,
Dude had to sit like at an angle like that in that dude's car that was riding him so he wouldn't touch his ass to the seat because he was all covered in shit. Ain't that right, Krusty Rusty?
dang.
You see that tumbleweed going through there? Oh, there he is. Krusty Rusty. Caca the man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. I told you about it already, Cynthia. I told you a lot of stuff. Boy, that just made me hot. That made me hot, primo. Fucking Jay Pettis.
He said, you're killing me. Lyric. Crusty Rusty. Hey, look at it. And he's laughing too, man. Gilbert. They call him the Wolverine Crusty Rusty.
Yep.
Or Sabretooth.
Krusty, Cybertruth, Krusty Rusty.
Oh shit. He was he was writing dirty. Writing dirty. Oh
No,
shit.
Jaime. No, Jaime. He's not my primo. He's my little brother. Gilbert's my little brother, man.
Oh my god.
dirty and
Yeah, man.
smelly.
We joke around a lot here, Rick Shikes. Take a lot of crap. No, we talk about topics sometimes, but sometimes I mean, tonight just late night owl. We're just talking about anything in general. We're just joking around right now. So we have cousin Joe, Jesse. You be that's how I used to do it back in the day, man. Joking around all the time.
Yeah, Morgan, you can't breathe. Neither could that dude that was driving him back home. What's
Hey,
up, homie?
primo. No wonder Gilbert was saying I hear something knocking.
Yeah,
Amor, se
yeah,
cagó luego.
knocking on his back door. He's like, I got a turtle's neck sticking out of my culo.
It's another crusty.
Man, crusty rusty. It's
Oh
okay,
man.
man. Don't worry about it, man. Just let you know he's my little brother. El pinche crust on the rust. Cacada, man. I don't see you talking now. Crusty Rusty. ¿Dónde estás? No te escondas, güey. Saca la cara. Pinche sapo feo.
He's probably cracking up over there, man.
I know, Rich. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Ken Lamb.
Hey
Fucking
man,
Jay
that's
Pettis.
things like hey, when you gotta go, man. What can you do about it?
I wish I would have jumped on stage and whooped his fucking ass. Fucking Jay Pettis.
Did you at least get his autograph?
No, I hit him back in the face with his own fucking towel. Fucking puto. Mario and Gilbert fell off laughing when that shit hit me in the face, dude. I was hot, bro.
Was all the people laughing too?
Yeah. Everybody that saw that it hit me, they were laughing, and I go, hijo tu pinche madre, and I threw that towel right back at him.
So what did he say when you hit him with the towel, man?
He just looked at me. He couldn't believe somebody threw the towel back. Fucking.
What year this happened, primo?
Oh, man, it was in the 90s, primo. 90. Fuck, I can't remember, man. I know it was in the 90s, man. Because they don't do any more fiestas at Marine Park where they sell this assembly no more, man.
93 for like night 90-30 towel.
Let's just
30,
say that
30.
the Vato was still young when he did that shit, man.
Oh man. But was it a white towel? Es que se ponen las towels para el polvo, ¿no?
Mm-hmm.
Dice que tienen sudor, pero es que quieren más coca.
Been a long time, Rich. It was in the 90s, man. Yeah, man, they quit doing that, vato, because la raza se agarraban los chingazos allá adentro en los fiestas. All the forward gangs would show up and they would fight each other.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was one of those fiestas, man, that we got into it with the Guardian Angels from New York, and we sent them back to New York with their tails between their legs, man. They picked the wrong town to come to. It was in New York, in Texas. That was like in 84, 85, man, when we had it out with the Guardian Angels.
The Guardian Angels thought they were tough, primo.
Simon.
Didn't say they were from the Bronx.
Mm-hmm. So was I, Rich.
Me too, Rich. In '95, I was let me see, we were like 25,
I was 26.
25, yeah, 25. Sergeant Cias. I was a young sergeant in the military.
Yeah, I don't know, Lawrence, but every time I think about that incident, man, I get hot. Yeah, you keep laughing, you rat bastard. And crusty rusty.
Oh man.
Started calling him La Rayita de Canela. Yes, Jaime, they had the red berets.
I didn't know Primo Gilbert used to work at a Whataburger, man.
Yeah, he worked at Whataburger, man. He was a
He was a
cook.
he was a cook and he got the water shits.
He got the water shits. Después valió Whata verga.
Did he get fired after that?
He never went back after he was too embarrassed because he shit himself in front of a bunch of chicks.
Which is in Fort Worth? Happened in Fort Worth?
No, it happened in the
In the
what's the
valleys?
name? No, here, but it's in another town, man. I can't remember the name of the town right now. Brook. It starts with Brook, but I can't remember the rest of the name. But yeah, he worked out of Fort Worth.
Yeah, man, we try. But tonight we're just doing a little quick 2 hour show. It's fixing to be 2 hours.
Things happen, Rich. Things happen, man. Sometimes you can't control.
I kind of woke up late, so it's my fault that we started so late.
You know you're gonna
But
pay for this, right? You rat bastard. Fucking Krusty the Clown.
yeah, I didn't wake up till late. Then we had a late dinner. Just before I started the show, I just barely finished eating. So I told cousin Jesse, let's go for 2 hours. And Fridays is always kind of slow. Shit happens, yeah.
Yeah, I like being in black, Rich, but when I get in black, locked doors and windows ain't gonna keep you from me if I'm really trying to get at you. Oh, that's nice, cousin. I like that.
So Phoenix, my shirt is on fire. Yeah, so
Laugh
did
it
my
up.
shirt. You were just laughing over there.
You rat bastard.
The MREs used to do that to a lot of people, mess up their stomachs, and accidents would happen, man. They wasn't used to the side effects of the MREs or the food we eat, the T rats. It's called T rations. We call it T
Hmm.
rats. Nasty food.
I bet you Cynthia's still fucking laughing over that Jay Pettis shit. I hate that son of a bitch, man.
Oh man, you gotta repay him back the favor and throw a towel in his face.
I did. I hit him back in the face with his own towel,
No,
man.
with one of your own towels.
No, with his towel. The towel that hit me, I threw it back and hit him in the face while he was on stage.
He threw it hard at you, or just tossed
You
it.
know, when he tossed it, it hit me, and then when I grabbed it, I threw it back because I seen what he did with it, man. It hit him in his fucking face. Fucking Jay Pettis.
So shoot, I guess we're 2 hour marker right now. How much percentage you got, cousin?
I got 36%, cousin. Nope, never heard of it. Rich.
I mean, we try to talk a little bit of everything. We just went a little bit off a topic when we hear about people peeling out and skip marks
Fucking
uh, on the tidy whiteys.
rusty ass motherfucker.
Ever heard of Naturat?
Keep laughing, you fat fuck. What's up, Yeso Missile? Yeah, we're always on, bro. What's up with you and that flux capacitor you got in your name? Oh wow, that big? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done talking about fucking Jay Pettis. All right, I hate that mother.
My prima loves my prima loves Jace Perez. Every time he comes into Austin, she always has to go see him. My prima Pat.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It looks like a flux capacitor.
The T rations, those are worse. That has a lot of preservatives also. The T rations, the ones that they boil and they're like in aluminum containers or steel containers. Yeah, aluminum containers. Those right there, those are nasty. They have a lot of preservatives that upsets your stomach.
Ya, güey, ya vete a cagar, güey, si te está tronando el cielo, güey.
Yeah, MREs, man. They're good, but when you eat them for a couple of months, they'll affect you, man. Clog you up. Now it clears out your system. They give you these foods that has a kind of preservatives, so they expect the soldier to be at a certain weight and stuff. So when you eat the food, it goes right out of your body. Just put it that way. If it stays in your body for about 20, 30 minutes, sometimes it happens too fast. You could finish eating a T-Rat or MRE. Next thing you know, within like five to 10 minutes afterwards, you're going to the restroom. So it's kind of like you didn't even eat anything because you had to let it out.
No, I know
So
somebody leave it out. Y hasta se me quitó la buzz que traía con toda el agua que me he tomado. Ahorita vengo.
yeah, and some of the water that we drink out there, it's not bottled water. The water that we drink is from the water buffalo. So that water is treated by the supply sergeant. They put iodine tablets in there, so the water that you drink also kind of upsets your stomach. Your stomach also. We don't They don't give us like water bottles or anything like that. But the only place that I remember even getting any kind of water bottles was when we're in the desert. The water we're drinking was called the company was called Medina Water. So the water they would get it from the ocean. They had a factory or something that would make they were they would clean their water, and it was bottled water called Medina water. Yeah, I've heard of different animals that beat in over there in Louisiana. Raccoon, possum, the big rat you're talking about. Different kind of critters. Armadillo, gator, squirrels, coons. Uh, yeah, I've seen some videos where they cook different kind of critters from out there, man. I see this show with this guy that he's always throwing down different recipes on how to cook, like all this kind of things that you're talking about. He even cooks turtles and all kinds of things. He comes out. I always see him on YouTube.
You're not
They
rich.
eat iguanas. I've seen some for Florida that they cook some iguanas. They they they, they prepare them and uh, marinate them, and then they put them in the pit. Yeah. Oh, they eat snakes too over there. They'll throw a boa. They'll eat snakes also. I've seen those videos on YouTube or on Facebook. They'll be throwing down just about anything, man. Frogs, alligators, whatever's clever. You just throw it on the pit. Put a little bit of barbecue sauce in it, some hot sauce. They're good to go. That's right, Lawnmower. That's what it is. Distillation pants.
Yeah, it was in Benbrook. There you go.
But anyways, because I know it's kind of late, and I don't want to keep you up too much. It's already 2:30 here.
We've been on for 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Yeah. And you still got battery power. Would you like to say something on what we're talking about initially at the beginning? I mean, it's no topic tonight, so we're just going with the flow of things.
Yeah, no,
Spiders.
okay.
I see people eat chocolate spiders, chocolate roaches, chocolate grasshoppers.
No,
Do you,
no.
could you eat a chocolate spider, Primo?
Huh?
Could you eat a chocolate spider?
Dude, I'm arachnophobic, man. There's no way I could eat a chocolate
Chocolate
spider.
covered ants. I mean, chocolate covered ants.
I know somebody that had
No,
chocolate covered pants. Mother-
welcome, Sister Ivy Ramirez. I think I would throw down a nice big old fat Spider Man, or if I had no choice but to eat something, uh, some of those earthworms.
mm.
Put them in a frying pan with a little bit of oil, and throw a couple of ants in there with some cebollita and cilantro, and make me some tacos out of that. That's what they do in Mexico. There's certain locations, like in Honduras, where they literally catch the little fire red ants, and they throw them in a they fry them. They make
Wow.
tacos out of it.
Well,
Did
that's
you eat
pretty
that?
cool. No. That's pretty cool. Yes, so missile. You can jump in and out of dreams, lucid dreams. Congratulations, man. Keep training your mind. No, man, I don't think I would eat any insects like that, bro.
But you had no choice. There was no food.
There was no food, man. So I'm turning Wendigo. Somebody's gonna get eaten.
Wendigo with no teeth, primo,
Huh?
con no dientes. You're gonna
Yeah,
be a
man.
Wendigo.
I'll put him on a spit. Now when he's ya está todo hecho, lo rompo poco a poquito.
No, Morgan, no eating spiders for me. How about a grasshopper? Would you like
Grasshoppers turn into tar when you burn them, man.
a grasshopper? A grasshopper?
You cut the almost the beginning, Cynthia. You didn't miss very much.
No spiders. La lombrices. What are they called? What are they called? The earthworms. You
Uh,
like the wrestler, the boogeyman with the worms. Put them in your mouth.
Ain't nothing like that going in my mouth, dude. Like I said, somebody's dying. Wow.
But there shouldn't be no reason anybody try to go be a cannibalistic when there's always fish you can eat.
Yeah, you don't want to eat fish nowadays, man, because of all the dirty water that goes back into the
Ocean.
ecosystem. You know, people take pills, man, and they poo, and all that water goes flushed into the fish population. So they're anything you catch, man, you really can't eat because it's been living in that water. It's been contaminated.
Okay. How about a crow? Would you eat a crow or a pigeon?
Yeah, I eat a crow or a pigeon.
There you go. Crow or a pigeon.
Yeah, I kind of figured you fell asleep behind the box. You hadn't posted anything for a bit.
I'm
You
going
missed.
to go a little bit further because I know some other countries do eat this. How about a mouse or a rat?
I could probably eat that. Yeah, yeah. You missed the whole Jay Perez conversation beyond the box. Go back and watch the the playback.
So if you're able to eat a rat, if there was no food, would you eat your neighbor's animals like a dog or a cat?
Hey man, I'd get the dog, wrap him in banana leaves, and then I'd cook him and then eat him. My
If you
Filipino
had no
friend.
choice, if you had no choice, would you eat your best friend? You're like me. I have Rebel, and you have a
Ah,
little one
man, that you're pushing it there, man.
that's
But
pushing it to the limit, right?
yeah, because that's a member of
It's
my
gonna be
family.
some severe hunger right there, right?
That's a member of my family, man.
Somebody said no, not me. Somebody said
Yeah.
pigeon, yes, not a crow. We know we eat palomas. Doves are pretty good. I heard that squirrels are pretty good too. Luckily, I have trees behind my house that are full of squirrels.
Learn me.
Let me see what else. Snakes, people. I'll slice them up if I had to. Maybe some deep fry the meat.
That's why you gotta cook them in banana leaves, Lawrence. It takes out all the what did my friend say? It takes out all the organisms that the dog has. Anything that's bad for
Brother-in-law,
you.
brother-in-law Morgan, I got a question for you. You said I'm not eating any dogs. They taste like shit. So that means you tasted dogs before?
or you've eaten tasted shit before.
Which one is it? Can you rephrase yourself? He's telling me that somewhere you've had dog before. Said I'm not
Telling me
eating your
that
dogs. They
somewhere,
taste like shit. So you had to
right? That's telling
taste
me
some
that
dog from somewhere. Some dog meat.
that's
Probably at
telling me that he's probably
Oriental
tasted shit.
restaurant. My mom said one day we may eat worms. That freaked me out. Jesus, you drink water that's been cleaned before. I can't eat rats. I'd rather eat
Yeah.
crickets and hierbas. LOL. There we go.
I don't buy purified water, Cynthia. I buy water that comes from it's what the fuck is it? It's Ozarka. It's from a stream. I don't buy purified water.
Don't they have a container that's got carbon? What do you call it? The carbon in that you can put dirty water. You can drink it.
Mm-hmm.
It cleans out the water.
Yep, I seen that on TV the other day. They were selling them. But yeah, I don't buy purified water, man, because that water's been cleaned. I have no idea why you were yelling beyond the box.
Pigeon yes with cream sauce. Could be into veggies and fruit only easy. See, let me think of something else that's out there that we can. Well, with grasshoppers slash black crickets. Uh, we have to be. Uh, that'll be like last resort, but fry
Yeah,
them up.
all this stuff you're saying you would eat would probably give you diarrhea. Yeah, you go to sleep, you crusty, rusty motherfucker. You knew I had to tell the truth, man. You knew it. You put it out there, you fat fuck.
Right, primo.
I hope your butthole falls off.
Yeah.
Yes, so do everything else. You laughing now beyond the box. You need to see the replay. The Jay Pettis thing, it was a very embarrassing thing, and my brother brought it up, and I had no choice but to tell the truth because I don't go around lying to people. You know what? I'm hoping they didn't catch that on video, Primo, because he was doing a concert, a live concert there, man. I hope that shit didn't come out on video, man.
They would have recognized you anyways, primo. It happened a long time ago.
It's an act of it could be a miracle, Law Morgan. That's like asking how does one wake up dead, Lawrence. You know that's messed up when you wake up dead, bro.
We got
Yeah,
31 viewers, primo. Late night owls. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
they come out.
I'm
I'll be
glad.
right back. I'll be right back, primo.
Uh, yeah, it was a whole debacle beyond the box. They want to get back into it. Most of the people calmed down. They were laughing real hard. But you should watch the replay. You laugh your butt off, literally. Cynthia already knew about it because I told her about it. But yeah, let me see what happens. Any questions? That's cool. That's cool beyond the box. Yeah, I've woken up dead a couple of times myself, man. Standing over my body, looking at myself. Lawrence, I'm glad you didn't ask. Well, how do you wake up dead? So no questions about anything. You're still here, man. I thought you were going to bed. Yeah, learn me when you have that out of body experience where you're just standing over your body, looking down at yourself while you sleep. Yeah, I had a bad experience one time when I did that, man. Out of the cabinet under the sink, a lot of black shadow figures started attacking me inside my apartment while I was asleep. Spirit, and I was standing outside my body, and then I jumped out the window and I looked around, and there were black shadow figures coming from all over the neighborhood, fighting me in my front yard. I was losing the battle, so I managed. I was stuck in a sleep paralysis. I managed to roll over and fall off the bed to wake myself up. And it was really, really trippy because I had a cat that only had one eye. Well, some of the kids in the neighborhood took the eye out of the cat, and it looked really, really weird, man. It might have been a skinwalker. I'm not sure. Yeah, and that's when you gotta be careful, Lawrence, because when you leave your body, anything can take over it while your spirit is not there, and if it doesn't let you back into your body, you die. It leaves you very vulnerable, learning, because anything can take over your body while your spirit isn't in there. Oh wow, that's crazy, beyond the box.
Yeah, there's this. When my spirit tried to leave my body, I think they were trying to do something to me with his new MRI system that they got. It's got a lot of magnets on it, and it makes this loud sounds. And you're in a tunnel, laying down, and when they pulled me out of there, I could see my spirit like try to leave my body, but they came back in. Came back. It tried to leave my body, but it didn't. It came back into me. Uh, I think they were trying to do something to me there, and I asked them what was the test for, and they said they were trying to get me to have a seizure. So that's kind of like a seizure, if you know, it's more of like a demonic attack. So that's what I feel that was happening to me. I was fighting spiritually, and while they were doing that, running that test at the VA, I could see my spirit leave my body, and then came back into my body, and it didn't leave completely, but it came back to my body, and they looked at me and they asked me, "You okay?" And I just didn't trust them after that, man, because of what I felt they were trying to do something to me, and I just left there. Did the test that I had to do, but that was they said their job was to try to cause me to have a seizure.
Wow, bastards. Every time they put me in that MRI, man, I go into my mind and meditate and keep my mind focused. That way, all them noises don't do anything bad to me, man.
There's different noises. There's different is the noises, the vibration, and the lights
Hmm.
that mess with your senses. Try to trigger, a seizure, so it messes with all your senses. But some people say six senses, whatever, however many senses you got. That's what they're out to trigger or disrupt is who you are as an individual. You know,
They try to hack your frequencies, what you're saying.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I didn't trust them after that. I haven't done one of those another test like that again. I haven't.
And there was one point in time, Primo, that I didn't fit in those damn machines. I was too big. They can only get my shoulders in, man.
Damn, primo.
I had to send it to the one with for the big boys, where your arms and legs were hanging out. I had to bring it down, man, because I couldn't fit in the tube.
How much were you weighing, cousin?
I was like 1 pound away from 300 pounds, people.
Oh wow,
Oh no, don't know. Wow, me, Gilbert weighs like 320, 330 pounds right now.
damn.
It's a lot of quasha.
He weighs that much?
Yeah, he does.
How about Chuki's?
Chuki's is close to 300 as well.
Oh
I'm at
wow.
I'm at 226, man.
So that sure fits you good then. How
Huh?
about
Yeah, it fits me all right, man. It's not too tight. It's not too loose.
yeah? I got one that's one size bigger that I got because I didn't know they was filling they fit too tight, so I got one like to fit a little bit more comfortable. You know, I got some. I think they're like 3X because I think the 2X to me seem like they're not
Kind of
the
tight.
yeah kind of tight. So I got some 3X that I'm gonna send you.
Cool. Yeah, that's what
Just
happens, Jaime, when people start messing with stuff that they don't know how to do. That astral projection, man, you have to work up to it, man. Not just learning from a cassette. If you When you do it on your own, you don't create as much as a spiritual disturbance as when you have someone on a tape telling you how to do it with music and all that. That calls the demons to you.
if you really think about this devices that you use at the hospital, even that are like a circle, you think about a portal.
Hmm.
That's what the MRIs look like. They got some that are just like this, and they stick you right through it. And that's not even a tunnel; it's just a form like of a circle. So to me, there's something there. They're tampering with something else there besides what they're trying to do.
They're
That's
trying
what
to
I
see
think.
that think they try to see if they can crack your frequency to put a demon in you.
to cause you to be more sick.
Hmm.
You see it. You see them those things like the MRIs that I'm telling you about. They look like that. The circle and it's a hole,
It's a portal.
different frequencies, different sounds, different vibrations, different lighting, different ways of lighting. You know, but in saying that, we're hit the 2 hour and 30 minutes marker, Primo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go, man. People, thank you for coming by. As always, man, it's a blast to have y'all here. I like it when y'all come and hang out and ask questions. We give answers as best we could, and we share stories. We shouldn't like the Jay Pettis thing, but I have no shame, man. Everything that is in the past, it's in the past. It's done. You can't really do nothing about it. But in saying that, may the Lord protect y'all while you sleep, and may your day be blessed when you wake up in the morning. Primo, I'm out of here. Bye, Cynthia.
All right, cousin. There we go, Primo. Peace out.
Good night, Ivy. Bye, Jaime. Bye, Pablo.
And saying that, brothers and sisters, I just want to say thank you all for tuning into the Friday night late night owl live. Thank you all for those that tune in regularly. If there's any new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button. I just want to say thank you all for tuning in. Even though we were just chit chatting, just by y'all dropping by and saying hi, it means a lot here to Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. We talk about a lot of things. Sometimes we do go off topic, but that's okay. Uh, Talk is talk, right? And we're just talking about in certain things, certain events, you know, memory recalls. Okay. Yeah, we always have a we always have a good time. Cousin Jesse, he be making everybody laugh. Cousin Gilbert, been throwing the joke. We always have a good time. We used to be like that when we were youngsters, man. Always joking around, just cracking up. Viviendo la vida, living life, having a good time. What I mean, a good time is just being yourself, not trying to be somebody you ain't, right? Being yourself, and you're amongst people that understand who you are as an individual, and just being happy, living life. It's a joyous life when you live that way. Good memories. Good night, brother Jaime Alanis. Good night, everybody from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, Sister Cynthia, all the moderators, Sister Ivy, Brother Jaime, Texas Learning, and everybody else that joined the chat tonight. Good night, everybody from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Soren Sia signing off. Everybody have a good morning and a blessed day. Peace out, everybody.